is your girl Q La La, and you are listening to RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio.
What's happening? This your boy JSapp MadStak from the Midday Live Show, and right now you was tuned in to the dopest radio station in the land, RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio.
What time is it? Know about that time. What time is it? Know about that time. Come on. What time is it? Know about that time. What time is it? Know about that time. Come on. When I'm in my zone and the lights are on and the stage is set, time to earn respect. Showtime. Believe it, it's showtime. It's showtime. Believe it, it's showtime. Pushing all I did, never slowing, no quit. Only way to live, got to play to win. Showtime. Believe it, it's showtime. It's showtime. Believe it, it's showtime.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know what time it is when you hear that record. That's right, it's showtime. It is Thursday. I was about to say it, boy. Look at here. It almost got me. It is Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, January 26th. It is 10:02 a.m. Central Standard Time here on the Gulf Coast. And that could only mean that you are inside the Midday Live with your boy. It is I, it is he, it is me, JSapp MadStak, Mr. Fan of my fans, iLLEST. With me as always, is my trusty iLLEST co-host, I'm gonna give her the appropriate tag, boy. She is the illest co-host alive. That is what she is, Miss Brittani Kei.
Good morning, people out there. I hope you're hanging in there. I know we got this cold snap coming in and snapping us.
Bruh, man, more like straight whooping and just, yeah. Better yet, nah, it's a beast. It's like a monster. It's devouring, bruh. It's devouring, bruh. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's 47 degrees right now. But the good news is it is sunny. And when the sun is shining, that means that there's always positive vibes right around the corner, physically and metaphorically speaking. So, yeah. Nonetheless, it's nice and toasty inside RWR Live 365 studios here in Pensacola, Florida. So that means we are warmed up. It's our job to get you warmed up. So as always, we are going to dive in first 35, 45 minutes or so and rock out to some dope records. We have horoscopes and breaking news coming up with Brittani Kei. We're going to head over to the sports corner, chop it up with some sports with your boy JSapp MadStak. And of course, at the 12 o'clock hour, all the way till 1, we have Live in the Booth, where we showcase independent talent locally and abroad. Oh, we got a dope show.
Yeah.
This is our Friday, ladies and gentlemen. We're happy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's been a long week.
And we got a deep dive coming, okay? So breaking news segment today should be called the deep dive.
Yeah, deep dive. We'll call that the abyss.
That's it.
Yeah. So, having said that, keep it locked right here. You are tuned in to the Midday Live with JSapp MadStak and
Brittani Kei with the Next Generation Radio.
let's get it popping early in the morning with some Duran Duran. You know I'm a huge 007 fan. Might have some more 007 cuts, but first up we have View to a Kill, one of the dopest 007 films with none other than Christopher Walken as the villain and Grace Jones. Roger Moore was the protagonist.
With a view to a kill, face to faces, secret places, feel the chill. Nightfall covers me, but you know the plans I'm making still oversee. Could it be the whole of opening wide? A sacred wine, a mystery gaping inside. The weekend's wide until we dance into the fire. That fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire, to fatal sounds of broken dreams. Dance into the fire. That fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire. Choice for you is the view to a kill. Between the shades, assassination standing still. First crystal tears fall of snowflakes on your body. First time in years to drench your skin with lover's rosy stain. A chance to find the feelings for the flame. A chance to die. Can we dance into the
got it in for you like at the last second there because I knew it was coming. But I know my co-host entirely too well. So we're going to rock out to these 007 themes. And yes, had to get that Madonna in off rip. Okay, had to get it in for her. Yeah. If y'all are tuning into the live feed, you can see what she's doing in here. Looking like one of those Egyptian hieroglyphs on the wall, yeah. But we got Madonna Die Another Day. We gonna rock out, man, for the first 20 minutes or so here to these 007 themes, all right? So if you're in the live chat, go on, drop your favorite one. Let's see if we can get it on for you. Here's Die Another Day, Madonna.
I'm gonna break the cycle. I'm gonna shake up the system. I'm gonna destroy my ego. I'm gonna close my body now. I think I'll find another way. There's so much more to know. I guess I'll die another day. It's not my time to go. For every sin I'll have to pay. A time to work, a time to play. I think I'll find another way. It's not my time to go. I'm gonna avoid the cliche. I'm gonna suspend my senses. I'm gonna delay my pleasure. I'm gonna close my body now. I guess I'll die another day. 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 I think I'll find another way. There's so much more to know. I guess I'll die another day. It's not my time to go. I need to lay down.
So she said that she guessed she'll die another day. Yeah, baby, that's that Madonna right there from 2002's Die Another Day. That was starring Pierce Brosnan, and that was his last outing as James Bond. But it was a dope farewell because that was one of the toughest 007 films to date. Yeah. I think that has to honestly be, you know, they have over 20, I think 26 now 007 films. I think it's 26. Yeah, I think it's 26. But in any case, man, that was just one of the dopest ones. And it had one of the illest car chase scenes. Okay, on the ice. You remember that?
Yeah.
The Aston Martin Vanquish and the Jaguar XL. Come on, man. But hey, we got to go way back in time to find one of the illest songs. Here is Shirley Bassey with Goldfinger.
Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch. A a cold finger beckons you to enter his web of sin. But don't go in. Golden words he will pour in your ear, but his lies can't disguise what you feel. For a golden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's the kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger. Pretty girl, beware of this heart of gold. This heart is cold. Golden words he will pour in your ear, but his lies can't disguise what you fear. For a golden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's the kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger. Pretty girl, beware of this heart of gold. This heart is cold. He loves only gold. Only gold. He loves gold. He loves only gold. Only gold. He loves
The impressive vocal cords of Carly Simon with Goldfinger. Man, I feel like, gosh, she should have did more than just three cuts. Cause she did Goldfinger, Diamonds Are Forever, and she did one more, and it's missing me right now. If Ma is listening, she's gonna chime in. She's gonna tell us in a minute, so I don't even have to look it up. I'm not gonna do that. But next up, we have, well, Carly Simon. So that'd be the third one. Nobody does it better. You see how that works?
Yeah.
You see how that works?
There you go.
It's still early. But no, man. Yeah, these 3 records that she did, man. I feel like she should have did more. You know. So.
It's hard to say, as an artist, where do you stop?
What's that?
I said it's hard to say, where do you stop, or how long do you go?
Amy Winehouse, we miss you because I feel like you would have been a perfect fit. You'd have been a perfect fit. Boy, look at this. It's Christmas. It's Christmas, y'all. Look at this. This is so dope. It literally is Christmas. Look at that. Thank you so much. Look at that. Well, we got new technology getting dropped off at our front door. Brand new Rodecaster Pro. Thank you. Hey, y'all. I'm living it up right now. This is Christmas for a radio personality / DJ. I'm talking all over the song, but I'm just saying, like, I'm so happy right now, yo. Like, it's pretty dope. Y'all keep it locked right here, man. We will be back shortly. I got to do some plugging in. All right, bet it up.
It keeps me from running, but just keep it coming. How'd you learn to do the things you do? Nobody does it better. Makes me feel safe for the rest. Nobody does it
Molly Simon, Nobody Does It Better from The Spy Who Loved Me. Again, one of the dope Roger Moore 007 films. Well known for The Wet Nelly. And I don't know if you know what that is, Brittany, but the Wet Nelly was his Lotus Esprit that he drove in the movie that turned into a submarine. So it was nicknamed the Wet Nelly, one of the dopest cars of all time.
For sure.
So now we're going to fast forward back to the modern era. All right. This actually got some Grammy nominations, or it got a Grammy nomination, this particular record, as a lot of the songs did. But here is Adele with Skyfall.
Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then hear my heart burst again. For this is the end. I've drowned and dreamt this moment. So overdue, I owe them. Swept away, I'm stolen. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, I'll face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, I'll face it all together. Let sky fall. That sky fall. Skyfall is where we start. 1,000 miles and poles apart, where worlds collide and days are dark. You may have my number, you can take my name, but you'll never have my heart. The sky falls when it crumbles. We will stand tall, I'll face it all together. The sky falls when it crumbles. We will stand tall, I'll face it all together. Let sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Where you go, I go. What you see, I see. I know I'll never be me without the security. All your loving arms keeping me from harm. Put your hand in my hand and we'll stand. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together. Let the sky fall. Let the sky fall. We'll stand tall. Let sky
Hey, you know, Brittany, there's some interesting trivia, okay, for you. All right. I don't know if you knew this or not, but ironically enough, we're going back to A View to a Kill. View to a Kill was the only James Bond song to top the the Hot 100. Sounds like
Yeah.
like you don't really believe that, but
Yeah, that's a little.
Isn't that crazy?
It is, and you know, I keep hearing statistics like this about songs that you would really think just
It's
really went up there,
crazy.
and they just didn't.
Yeah.
So
And it's also one of two Duran Duran number ones. The Reflex was their first chart topper. Okay, so shout out to our guest producer on deck. All right, Miss KCA with the trivia, and that's dope because I never knew that. I mean, I would have assumed that not only Adele's Skyfall, which again I believe was nominated for a Grammy, along with Sam Smith's Writing on the Wall.
yeah,
This song right here from Spectre, I would have assumed, but hey, what do I know? I just love the music and play it, so you know what I mean? Here is Sam Smith, Writings on the Wall. Keep it locked. You are inside the Midday Live with JSapp MadStak and
Brittani Kei with the Next Generation Radio.
Could you break my fall? How do I live? How do I breathe? When you're not here, I'm suffocating. I wanna feel love run through my blood. Tell me, is this where I give it all up? For you, I have to risk it all. 'Cause the writings on the wall. A million shards of glass that haunt me from my past. As the stars begin to gather and the light begins to fade, when all hope begins to shatter, know that I will be afraid. If I risk it all, could you break my fall? How do I breathe when you're not here?
poison in your fantasy. Another pill from a killer, turn a thriller to a tragedy. Yeah, darling, open, a woman walking by, a drop in the water, a look in the eye, a phone on the table, a man on your side, or someone that you think that you can trust. It's just another way to die. Another tricky little gun giving solace to the one that'll never see the sunshine. Another inch of your life sacrifice for your brother in the nick of time. Another dirty money heaven sent honey turning on a dime. Well, I told her that it's open, a woman walking by, a drop in the water, a look in the eye, a phone on the table, a man on your side, or someone that you think that you can trust. It's just another way to die. Hey, you got to do it, die. Another girl with her finger on the world, sing it to you once you wanna hear. Another gun thrown down and surrender took away your fear. Hey, another man there he stands right behind you looking in the mirror. A woman walking by, a drop in the water, a look in the eye, a phone on the table, a man on your side, or someone that you think that you can trust. It's just another way to die.
See reflections on the water, more than darkness in the depths. See him surface in every shadow. On the wind I feel his breath. Golden eye, I found his weakness. Golden eye, he'll do what I please. Golden eye, no time for sweetness, but a bitter kiss will bring him to his knees. You'll never know how I watched you from the shadows as a child. You'll never know how it feels to be the one dance in the crowd. Other girls, they gather around him. If I had him, I wouldn't let him out. Golden eye, not lace or leather. Golden chain, take him to the spot. Golden eye, I'll show him forever. It'll take forever to see what I've got. You'll never know how I watched you from the shadows as a child. You'll never know how it feels to get so close and be denied. It's a gold and honey trap I got for you tonight. Revenge, it's a kiss. This time I won't miss. Now I've got you my side. With a golden
What's happening? This your boy JSapp MadStak from the Midday Live Show, and right now you was tuned in to the dopest radio station in the land, RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. Yeah, so shout out to Victoria Rodriguez chiming in, tapping in. We appreciate it on the live there. Yeah, Sam Smith's Writing on the Wall, man, is definitely a dope cut, dope record. He definitely did that. Wish we could have held on to Daniel Craig a little longer, but he was done. He was finished. Daniel Craig went on the record and said that he would rather cut his wrist with glass than reprise his role as 007.
Oh.
Yeah, so take it how you want to on that note. In the meantime, here is Gladys Knight, License to Kill. Keep it locked right here in RWR Live 365. You are inside the Midday Live with JSapp MadStak and
Brittani Kei with the next generation of radio.
Baby, wasn't I the one who made you want to stay? Please don't bet that you'll ever escape me. Once I get my sights on you, I got a license to kill, and you know I'm going straight for your heart. License to kill. Got a license to kill anyone who tries to tear us apart. Got a license to kill. License to Hey man, think you need a friend to stand up by your side? Yes you do. Your side. Ooh baby, now you can depend on me to keep things right. Things right. Please don't bet that you'll ever escape me. Once I get my sights on you, I got a license to kill, and you know I'm going straight for your heart. License to kill. Got a license to kill anyone who tries other night, I'll be there too. And they better know why I'm gonna make them pay. Till their dying day, till their dying day, till their dying day. Got a license to kill, and you know I'm going straight for your heart, baby. Got a license to kill anyone who tries to tear us apart. Got a license to kill, and you know I'm going straight for your heart. Got a license to kill anyone who tries to tear us apart. License to gotta hold on to your loving. License to
Boy, look at here, Brittany. We gotta get you. Somehow in the audition room so that you can audition for one of the women that be dancing in the beginning of the film. It's like all blacked out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta get you in there, man. We gotta get you in there so that you can do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I almost forgot this one right here, though, man. Like, how could I forget Chris Cornell, bro?
It happens sometimes.
And this is one of my all-time favorite 007 films.
But see, you got somebody that's got your back that's helping you remember these great hits, okay? Shout out to him.
I'm trying to tell you, appreciate that. My co-host has my back. Look at that, man. I tell you what, gotta love it when you got a dope team, boy. Absolutely. Here is Chris Cornell, You Know My Name, from 2006's Casino Royale. That was Chris Cornell from 2006's Casino Royale, You Know My Name. That definitely was a winner in my book. Yeah, everything came out hot with Casino Royale. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, no.
Bond is blonde, and just, you know, everybody had doubts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but
Came through.
it was a winner. This is a little bit of a forgotten gem right here, though.
Okay.
This joint right here, yeah, Lulu. The Man with the Golden Gun. We got one more coming up after this, y'all. That'll be our 007 rock out for this morning, but let's tap in with Lulu. There we go. Yeah, look at her. I love it. I love it. We do a remake, Moti's Angels. Something like that. Keep it locked right here. You're tuned in to the Midday Live with JSapp MadStak and
Brittani Kei with the Next Generation of Radio.
No one can catch him, no hitman can match him for his $1,000,000 skill. One golden shot means another victim has come to a glittering end. For a price he will race anyone, the man with the golden gun. His eye may be on you or me. Who will he bang? We shall see. Love is required whenever he's hired. He comes just before the kill. No one can catch him, no hitman can match him for his $1,000,000 skill. One golden shot means another poor victim has come to a glittering end. If you want to get rid of someone, the man with the golden gun will get it done. He'll shoot anyone with his
The Man with the Golden Gun from 74's 007 film of the same title. That was a Roger Moore film and was one of the more memorable films in the sense of the villain, okay, in which, he was assassin and he charged $1 million per shot, and his gun would break down and it would assemble from gold pieces, a fountain pen, a cufflink, a cigarette case. I think that was it. Oh, and a cigarette lighter. That's how he would assemble his assassin weapon, and it would form the golden gun in one shot. You know what I mean? Yeah, $1 million a shot. So there you go. So Beyonce gets $35 million for 1 hour, and the Man with the Golden Gun gets $1 million for one shot. So I don't know who's got the better occupation. That's the question of the day right there. Yeah? All right, y'all. Last up on the list, we got 87's The Living Daylights. Here's Aha. Keep it locked.
It's down to the wire. Set your hopes up way too high. Living's in the way we die. Comes the morning and the headlights fade away. 100,000 changes, everything's the same.
is your girl Q La La, and you are listening to RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio.
What's good, Hood? This is your girl, comedian Misunderstood, inviting you to tune in to my show, Misunderstood Moments, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here at RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. Come get these giggles.
It's your boy DJ Corey T, and I need you to go to the Google Play or the App Store and download the free RWR Live 365 app, because I want to be with you each and every Friday, 12 noon Central, for the Lunch Buffet Mix on RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio.
Dear Diary, let me start by saying Happy New Year. No New Year's resolutions for me this year, just promising to be a better me. Today, I visited the Black Cafe and Bookstore right here in Pensacola, Florida, off of Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. The atmosphere and the vibe was everything. I was greeted by some sisters. They made me feel right at home. There was people in there having meetings, and there were some people just in the corner reading. The smell of the coffee just drew me in. So, of course, you know, I had to get the new Michelle Obama book, The Light We Carry. Also saw that they had the K. Nicole Creations collection. So yes, I got a new journal. No offense, but boo-boo, you are all filled up and it's time for the new, okay? So anyway, then I ordered a caramel macchiato. It was on point. I had my journal, I had my book. I sat there a little while, drank some of my coffee, and guess what else? I found out they have yoga classes here, Bible study here. It's a church that even has service here on Sundays. Okay, so I'll be back, Black. Till next time, your girl, Q. Black Cafe and Bookstore offers a variety of coffees and refreshments. Also, our meeting space is a place where we can gather and share our thoughts, ideas, and plans to grow as a community. Located at 3498 Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, Pensacola, Florida. Also, visit our website at blackcafeandbooks.com.
Yo, what up, radio family? This your boy, JSapp MadStak, iLLEST from the Midday Live Show. If you didn't happen to catch the Get Up Morning Show with Sharia B and Uncle Curtis, here's what you missed.
Didn't see you since last Friday, so what's been going on?
Man, Uncle Curtis, what's been going on? Haven't you heard? You must not have heard. Yesterday, I mean, it was crazy yesterday. I don't know if you guys heard what's going on, but we have made history once again.
Yes.
Yes, black women, is doing their thing this year.
Why can't it just be black people?
Be sure to tune in to the Get Up Morning Show with Sharia B and Uncle Curtis, Fridays from 7 to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, only on RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio.
Hey friends, it's Philitry, the mouthpiece from the Sunday Drive. I needed to talk for a minute, and you are some of the best listeners, so here we go. I have hit the ground running since January 1st, 2023, which, mind you, was only a week ago, and my calendar is already full. There is no way I can keep up with all of this in my head, and there are not enough napkins, junk mail, or scraps of paper for me to write on. There's got to be a better way. Besides, I'm a businesswoman, and I need to be more professional with my schedule and my day-to-day activities. So, after my studio session at RWR, I went over to the Black Cafe and Bookstore to get one of my favorite frozen coffees, and I found the K. Nicole Expressions 2023 calendar and planner. Man, when I tell you this calendar has saved my life, I mean that. You can find it at the Black Cafe and Bookstore. It's easy to personalize, and it includes monthly and weekly calendars, plenty of room for notes, and ways to log daily activities. I started filling it out while waiting for my coffee. When in the Pensacola area, stop by the Black Cafe and Bookstore, 3498 Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6 p.m. Buy a book, grab a coffee, and get your life together.
Are you a business owner and are you looking to grow your business? Well, logos, branding, and marketing isn't all that we do. At Graphic Grooves Consulting, we give you more than you bargained for. From business planning to web design, we do it all. Because at Graphic Grooves, we are your ultimate creative solution. Our goal is to help you plan, strategize, and achieve your goals. So come to Graphic Grooves where good work matters.
What's happening, everybody? This your boy, JSapp MadStak, Mr. Fan of my fans. iLLEST! Do you have what it takes to host your own radio talk show? Well, if the answer is yes, then you're the one we looking for. Hold up, say what? RWR Live 365 is looking for new talent to join our radio family and network. We'll put you in the captain's chair and give you all the tools necessary to become the next hot radio sensation. Sound good? Show do! How we get down, man? Here's all you gotta do. Visit our website at rwrlive365.com/affiliate program and follow the simple instructions, or give us a call at 850-466-8436. Once again, that number is 850-466-8436. Be sure to tell them iLLEST sent you, and I'll see you on the other side of stardom, baby. See you!
Yeah, you know we right back. Superstars everywhere, so it's like that. Going in, go ham with a knife back. Only here for 24, I'll be right back.
Yo, what up, radio family? This your boy, JSapp MadStak, iLLEST from the Midday Live Show. If you missed the Sugar Shack with Aunt Ronnie and Uncle Eddie, here's what you missed.
Hey, y'all, this is Aunt Ronnie. If y'all missed the Sugar Shack show last Saturday, you sure missed a good one.
Yep, she was talking, and everybody knows that Aunt Ronnie ain't Willy Wonka, and she don't put sugar on it.
Uncle Eddie, watch your mouth. Other folks here might be listening.
Well, anyway, if you did miss it, here's a little bit of what you missed.
Tune into the Sugar Shack Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon Central Standard Time, only on RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. iLLEST!
This your boy DJ Corey T of the Lunch Buffet Mix, and I want to be with you each and every Friday at 12 noon Central on RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. Hootie hoo!
It's your girl G Princess with the VIP Lounge, and you're tuned in right now to RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. You know the saying, it's poppin'.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are inside the Midday Live with your host. It is I, it is he, it is me, JSapp MadStak, Mr. Fan of my fans. iLLEST! With me, as always, is my iLLEST co-host, the iLLEST co-host, Ms. Brittani Kei.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope you're hanging in there, staying warm, staying safe, all them good things.
And we staying warm, boy, because we straight brought the heat this morning, you feel me? We brought the fire. We brought it this morning, man, with those theme songs from 007 films. We ran through several different eras, different 007, portrayed by different characters, you know what I'm saying? Different actors, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Your favorite, none other than Die Another Day.
Yeah, that's definitely
by Madonna.
One of my favorites.
Mine has to be in Gladys Knight, License to Kill, along with Chris Cornell's Casino Royale. Well, Casino Royale was the movie. You Know My Name was the name of the song.
I think you mentioned, and I can't think of it right now, but I know it has something to do with a diamond. Is the name of one of like my all-time favorites.
Diamonds Are Forever?
Diamonds Are Forever.
Diamonds Are Forever, yeah.
I think that is my all-time.
Once again, that was Shirley Bassey, and she did 3 three of the films: Moonraker, Diamonds Are Forever, and of course the legendary classic Goldfinger. So, all right, well, it is 11:02, 2 minutes past the hour. So we are about to dive into breaking news and horoscopes with Brittani Kei. Ms. Brittani Kei, are you ready to rock?
Let's do it.
Let's get it. Let's have her take it away.
Coming at you live from the RWR Live 365 studios, this is Brittani Kei with your deep dive breaking news and horoscopes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, deep dive, we are fixing to really get into it today, which is what the deep dive, you know what I'm saying, comes from. So,
absolutely.
Without further ado, Ms. Brittani, if you would please take it away.
Absolutely. So I'm going to start our day with the horoscopes. Okay, so starting with Aquarius, since we are in Aquarius season, which is January 20th to February 18th, you have a marvelous ability to talk to other people as equals, even when they may be quite a gap. There might be quite a gap between you socially and professionally. Use that skill today to form bonds of friendship that will benefit everyone concerned in the months ahead. So be looking forward and creating lasting, profitable friendships there, Aquarius. Pisces, February 19th to March 20th, you may have to get tough with someone whose enthusiasm for an important project has waned alarmingly in the recent weeks. Find out why they have no longer seemed to care, and then remind them what is at stake and what the penalty for failure might be. So get everybody in order, Pisces.
There you go.
Aries, March 21st to April 19th. You may not want to be a role model, but a lot of people look on you as one. Keep that fact in mind today when deciding what path to choose next. If others believe you are worth following, then it's your duty to set a good example. So make sure you're keeping your sights ahead there. Taurus, which is April 20th to May 20th, you may have every right to be proud of what you have achieved in the most recent months, but don't rest on your laurels just yet. The sun in the career area of your chart means there will be new opportunities to move up in the world. Be ready for them. All right, we'll look for advancements there, Taurus.
Hey, okay. Moving on up.
To the east side.
There you go.
All right, so Gemini, we got May 21st to June 20th. Accusations of one sort or another will be hurled this way and that today. But as your conscience is clear, you have no need to worry. You may in fact be called on to judge who is right or who is wrong in a very angry dispute. Ooh, so keep your head on straight there, Gemini, and just know that if you didn't do anything wrong, you didn't do anything wrong.
There you go. Yeah. I have to do that sometimes, like, you know what I mean? I just kind of like jump the gun at times. You know, It's a human thing. It's a human trait. You
Absolutely.
know, you have to like remind yourself to remain professional. You know,
100%. As Tony Robbins would say, we're still all in Earth school, so we're learning.
That part.
Yeah. All right, Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Allow nothing to worry you over the next few days, even if those around you feel the worst. You have no way of stopping what is about to happen, but you have total control over how you choose to respond to it. Choose to be optimistic.
See there, once again, choices.
That's it. You got to choose that mindset, all right? Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. The closer you work with partners and colleagues over the next few days, the more you will accomplish. At this time of year, it is essential that you control your desire to be the big boss in all situations. It won't hurt to let others lead the way. Make sure you're not letting, other things take charge, and make sure you're working as a team there. It'll benefit you, Leo. But we know you a boss, but still. All right, Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Creative activities are under excellent stars at the moment. So if there is anything of an artistic nature that takes your fancy, just dive in and make it happen. You possess a great deal more talent than you are inclined to give yourself credit for.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
So span out and dive deep into your art. You know, you got a lot to offer, Virgos.
There you go. Keep it.
Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Creative activities are under... Wait, that was Libra? I thought I was... Oh. It's about the same.
It's about the same. Look at
Let
it.
me
It's
see.
twisting you up. Your notes.
It is literally the
notes are
same.
wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Libra, everything I said for Virgo, that's for you too. The planets for Scorpio. Okay, October 23rd through November 21st. The planets suggest that you will be torn both mentally and emotionally over the next 24 hours, especially where family matters are concerned. Ultimately, you may just make decisions according to what you believe is best for yourself and for the people you love. Okay, so just make sure you're making decisions accordingly. Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Don't be surprised if friends complain that you are spending too much time with new people in your life and not enough with the buddies who have always been there for you. They may have a point. Make time for the old guard today. All right, Sagittarius. So,
Saggy.
That's it. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. What you need to keep in mind at all times today is that there are people out there who won't hesitate to take advantage if you make a mistake. Most likely, it's your money they are after. So don't take risks with your cash or investments. All right, Capricorn, be careful. You got snakes in the water. All right. So that was our horoscope segment. I know that it can, it's a long-winded segment there, trying to get through everybody's.
No, it's all good. That's what we do. That's what it is.
But I hope
through,
something at least resonated with someone out there, and that it can help you get through your day and tackle it, with Brittani Kei. But moving forward, so now we have the deep dive that we started the conversation about yesterday. So JSapp, you ready to dive deep into this?
Yeah, I am.
Me?
I actually I reached out to oh, okay, never mind. They're no longer in the building. I got you. They're no longer she's on her way. I was gonna see if we can get Nicole in here as well to chop it up, but it's all good. Yeah, let's get to it. Matter of fact, here, look. Just for you, I am going to switch up your music here. Hold on. Let me see. All right. So, yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that'll work. All right. So, let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to do one more just in case. Okay. So, by all means, go ahead. Take it away. You can jump right into it.
All right. So, yesterday we started on the hot topic of women empowerment as a whole and in the music industry and what that necessarily means. If you could pull up the live feed for me, JSapp, just in case we do have anybody that wants to tap in on this subject, I please do. Now is the time.
Oh, yeah. We definitely would love to hear your thoughts, opinions on this particular subject because it's been an ongoing thing. I mean, it's nothing new. I believe it's more relevant now than it ever has been. Again, primarily due to the fact that, again, social media allows people to reach masses in an instant.
Absolutely.
And, so to speak. Yeah. So go ahead. Go right on. And I'm going to
chime in as you may. Okay. So I think the biggest thing that it comes to with women empowerment, at least in my opinion, which is that women are trying to take a hold of that narrative. Okay, there's always been this kind of double standard where men are allowed to do such and such and talk about doing such and such with such and such, okay? Or, just talk about sexual activity. We can even just say it like that. But women, if they were, open about sexual activity, they were looked down upon. So being able to completely embrace that women as a whole are allowed to be sexual creatures and to, boast it out there and be like, hey, yeah, me too, man. I like to do these things and I'm about it and whatever else, and that there shouldn't be that stigma. So I believe that's where the kind of conversation starts there with the empowerment and taking a hold of something that once was truly just put through, you know, women are supposed to be these saintly creatures that are dainty and quiet and reserved and really taking a hold of what it means to be a woman in its entirety.
That's what's up. That's what's up. No, I agree. I do. I agree with what you're saying. The part that I do not agree with, and I'm speaking from an angle of like multiple titles and like roles. So I'm not only speaking as a fan of music.
Okay.
I'm speaking from a creator standpoint as well. Being in the industry, actually being a recording artist myself, being a father.
Yeah.
A father of 2 daughters.
Okay.
And of course, son as well. And then, just the entertainment side of things as like, actor, radio personality, all of that. So I'm approaching this from a lot of different angles. All right. And what I don't want to misconstrue is that absolutely has been the narrative for as long as I can remember, for the past 40 plus some odd years. I'll just say 30, okay? I'm not gonna say 42. I am 42 because I had no idea what the world even consisted of at the age of 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's just take the first 10 years off the table.
Okay.
So we'll just call it 30. All right. What I don't agree with is the fact of how things again used to be more censored. All right. And if you go back and look at like, the thing, like the way, this is all I really know. Absolutely. So when you come to like the women empowerment thing, you talk about musicians or artists, yep. Right? The names that jump out of my mind immediately, it started with me with Madonna.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Madonna, fast forward.
Or Cher too.
There you go, Cher. And see, I wasn't really, I wasn't like, I knew Cher was an actress.
Yeah.
As far as like, I'm saying, her like kind of like really like using, her sexuality, I'm saying, to kind of propel her career. I really wouldn't know too much about that, but that's a very good point, valid point. So Cher, Madonna, same kind of time frame there.
Yeah.
Fast forward, you get into hip hop. It's ironic because it's like you had Salt and Pepper, right?
Yeah.
That really didn't take it to the Lil' Kim level or the Madonna level.
Yeah.
They were just really kind of speaking on it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And of course with time, like you're always gonna have a problem with everything until it like evolves, and then you have the debates and it evolves. Then you fast forward and beyond what Lil' Kim did, you got Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B.
Okay.
And now all of the rest of those artists from Ice Spice to whoever else is just in that. I don't even know all of them like that because I don't really dive into their music.
I got you.
I feel like it's it's one-sided. I look at it from a perspective of just like the creative side. Now even like when the men, and you got these rappers that would they're talking about it. I feel like there was some type of balance, whereas that's not the only thing that they were on. This is how I see it.
Absolutely.
In the sense of Lil' Kim, not Lil' Kim, but in the sense of Cardi, and let's just say Meg Thee Stallion, right? You got to take into perspective that there weren't a lot of options at the time in which WAP came out.
Okay.
They recorded and released that during the peak of COVID.
Okay.
Where we literally are like, it's the television and the phone, and there's nothing else. There's no going out. There's nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Everything is being funneled. I just felt like, they really capitalized on that moment, which you can't knock them for doing that because as an artist, that's what you're supposed to do. But what I didn't like in their reasoning behind everything was the simple fact was the responsibility side of things.
Okay.
Because once again, with there not being any school, right? Kids can't go to school.
Yes.
Teachers, you're not, you know what I mean? They're literally sitting in front of a phone, and because of social media, the accessibility is just instantaneously, it's there. There's no censorship, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To that. I'm just sitting here and I'm trying to think, well, how do you justify Nas or Jay-Z, for example? Okay. Like I told you to sell drugs. No. Hove did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that, right? Like there's a balance. And if you like listen and dive in and dissect his words, for example, and that's just one example of like, you know, just because, you know, I do it, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean you have to do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just feel like there's no clarification there. You know what I'm saying? And you got 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 11, 13-year-old little girls that see that and look at it. And because there's no explaining, it's simply put, as Cardi B said, it's not my responsibility to raise your kids.
It's not.
That's on you.
That's
you know.
true.
But still, at the same time, though, with there not being that level of censorship, see, we weren't allowed to physically go into a store. You had to check ID to buy certain records back in the day. That's right. Just like you have to show an ID to buy alcohol and liquor. You literally could walk into a store, go into Best Buy, and if it had the parental logo, which means you had to be 18 or over in order to purchase that album or CD, if the cashier felt that you were under the age of 18, they would say, I need to see your ID. I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but it happened. And,
No, yeah.
and
I
you
mean,
know
I
it.
was alive for it. Yeah.
Yeah, you were alive for that. And that's what like a lot of like, I just say like people like kids nowadays or moving forward, it just kids and then just like the, the millennial group, what you guys fail to realize, you're an exception because you're in entertainment, but you see it from all sides.
Yeah.
So you've been fast tracked, you know,
I heard
the
that.
same way that a lot of people who, for example, you know, are involved with.
I think there's a lot of misconception too about who millennials are versus Gen Z, which I think a lot of I think that's maybe where it goes to.
Yeah, I don't dive into it. I just I say millennial, and by all means, you know, if I need more, if there's more to it, I stand. Because like I said, I just say that because the people on the other side of the microphone, I got to say something for them to latch onto. And then it's up to you as my co-host to correct me and help me along the way. So that's cool. But yeah, Gen Z, bottom line, folks that, you know, were not, you know what I'm saying, in that era of which that was the censorship. You know what I'm saying? There is a clean album. This is what you're going to buy. You know what I'm saying? You know, going all the way back to my mom's era before television, right? They would sneak off and listen to Richard Pryor albums and records, you know, like. But the bottom line, I'm just simply saying, I just felt like, and I feel like simply them, both of them or one of them or whatever have you, instead of just riding that wave and being like, no, it's not my responsibility. Well, how difficult is it? And we know it's not difficult for you to simply make a 30-second to like 60-second post. You know, I absolutely love all my fans. This, that, and the third, blase, blase, blase. Well, you're not going to do it directly through your music. We know that. Okay, in the means and way of like what Jay-Z did. Jay-Z honestly like kind of took that responsibility and that, by the way, that record, that was Hova. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy, okay? And that's where he actually quoted that. And that was the Blueprint, the first Blueprint album, where he was starting to like, you know, really transcend and cross over into that superstar status as far as pop icon.
Yeah.
It started with the Blueprint.
I gotcha.
And like I said, you know, there was a lot of flack. You know, of course, you know what I'm saying? Well, you need to be more of a role model. These kids that look up to you, you know, that and third. And now you look at what Jay-Z is. He's transcended and he's changed the game in the sense of being like a businessman. Yeah. Okay? Well, as far as that goes, there's not one businessman that's out here that's on the Forbes list that is condoning, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs. That was his way of life. It's gotten him where he's at now. But it's like, you still want me to rap about drugs, bro? Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, you gotta be kidding me. If you're still talking about being in the hallways, you know what I'm saying, in the pissy hallway, all right, shooting dice and selling drugs, 35 years after you've done it, like, there's something wrong with that. And he went on to say that. So that's all I'm simply saying in the aspect. I mean, you know, women empowerment, go forward, go forward with it. I want these younger girls out here to understand that that is not the only type of women empowerment, though. Like, you are not left, and that is the problem, like I say, because Cardi was like, and I'm not even gonna try to talk like her because I can't even stand to hear her speak, but all of that. Like the level, like I said, the level of like overall ratchetness, right? Okay, like bruh, you don't have to be in character all the time. Like we know, like we know.
Are you sure it's a character?
Yeah, well, yeah. When I say that, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't cook, she doesn't clean. Let me show you how I got this ring, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, you're on camera cooking and cleaning. It's a character. It's a facade.
I hear you.
Okay? Like you look nothing like what you portray without makeup on. Let's just understand that. And when you wake up in the morning, you don't wake up like this, Beyonce. It's a character. But these kids don't view it or believe it as such.
Yes.
And you to just continue like to feed into that is that's all I'm saying. As,
Well,
you know what I mean? Like that's all.
So I hear a few points for you. So and I want to make sure I address the things that I heard as I heard them, or at least try to.
Okay.
So I heard that everybody is desensitized at this point. Which
Right,
I can agree with. So we absolutely, the market of everything that we do, everything that we move, how radio even moves and things like that are allowed to be said that weren't allowed to be said, back in the day and things like that. We are absolutely desensitized. And I don't know if that's for the better or for the worse. I know that back before, words like that caused shock, caused anxiety, caused all kinds of things. So I think partial desensitization to like words and what their power can be helpful to where when someone is trying to use them against you or something like that they're not as sensitive to it. And I believe that, and I practice that in my parenting with my children as well. So like I don't censor myself because I know the world outside of my home won't censor it.
I see what you're saying. Okay,
I don't want them to get out there and be like, oh my God, did you hear what they said? You know what I'm saying? And have all that anxiety and stuff like that. So let's handle it in our home. But that moves forward to, so I'll come back to one of the other points that you made and I'll move forward into this. So where she's saying it's not her responsibility. It's not her responsibility for our children. We have parental controls available for internet stuff. We also have, limitations. If you set up the things that you're supposed to set up, the way that you're supposed to set up for your children, they will not be allowed to see that content, period. And if you have limitations on social medias and stuff, my kids are not allowed on social medias. They're not. Now, are they allowed to have different apps for different things? Yeah, but it's limited and there's parental controls there. That is my responsibility. If they do come in contact with things like, her music or whatever, maybe I'm listening to it, maybe it comes on the radio, whatever it may be, that is my responsibility to talk to my children and address the fact of this is not the only way to be empowered. This is what she's speaking about, and give that education. That's not Cardi B's responsibility. All she's doing is being an artist and showing her views and how she expresses herself or whatever else in her own kind of way. Am I saying that should be a way of role models or anything else? No, definitely not. You know what I'm saying? But she is also showing that art, in that way, she's saying, I don't need to be necessarily everybody's role model. This is just my lens of life and I'm showing it to you, which is a whole nother side of art. So there is, there's people that when it was first coming up, when hip hop was really coming through and stuff like that, and that was the big responsibility, and we have lost sight of that, which is sad. I wish that we did, take more into thought when we're moving forward with things like that. But that's just like, some of the things that are said in certain songs don't necessarily portray everything that is about you as a person, but that is that lens for that one song. That is that lens for that one movie that maybe you were in. You know what I'm saying? Like or show. Just because you were in like Micah and things like that, that doesn't mean that everything in that episode represents you as a person or anything like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So there's got to be detachment for that, but that's that huge talk around it. That's not the artist's responsibility, it's the parent's responsibility. So that's where I'm with her on that, and all that work is not her responsibility to do. But I don't like the lack of responsibility with people with the platforms have, to where they don't feel like they need to have any responsibility for any moves that they make or anything like that, that we've gotten away from that. And
Yeah.
The over-sexualization is what I kind of started to hear you talking about as well. I can also agree. So women have always been sexualized in every form of entertainment.
Every single form.
Every form. Now, and where the women empowerment comes, okay, you're going to sexualize us? I'll show you how sexualized I am. I'll show you how powerful I can be through that sexualization. You're not going to just treat me like I'm a thing, and use us in that way. I will sell my own sex. So, and that's where the empowerment comes through that. So that's the changing the narrative, which is like right now, it's kind of a renaissance of we've been doing all kinds of bad crap for a long time. So let's not continue to do the bad crap. Let's change those things. Are we always going about it the right way? No, I won't say that we are, but I'm saying it's getting light shined on issues that have need to have light shine on them for a long time. And I think it's totally normal and regular for a woman to be proud of her sexuality, or anyone to have proud of their sexuality or what they do. Now, do I think that it needs to be an open conversation about everybody with everything? No, I think, there's a time and place for discussing sexual stuff. But at the same point, I know trying to open that conversation kind of starts a hard way first. So I understand that we're at the beginning stages of like trying to get that conversation to where then maybe we can get to a point where it doesn't have to be so loud. Just like with the LGBTQ, I have to explain this to people sometimes. Like, I was alive when people were truly being awfully persecuted just because they wanted to love someone of the same sex. I scream it from the streets. Boy, girl, whoever, all of you, like, be proud and be loud about it because you weren't allowed to.
And like I said, please do just that. Because don't do just that. However, please do not use that as a means, though, if that truly isn't, you know what I'm saying, your walk of life. That's
is the queer baiting and things like that? Is that what you mean?
Basically saying, because there's a lot of talk, especially like with that like people aren't necessarily really from that walk of life, but they use it just to get eyes put on them.
Yes. So that's the queer baiting.
Is that what that is?
That's what that is.
Like,
I'm gonna play with the fact that I might be bisexual just to get bisexuals interested in me because I can play that part.
And then even both sides just to get debate going.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's not right.
That absolutely isn't. And that's all I'm saying is like, man, like, and it's hard. It's very hard to, in some cases, know, like, who's right, who's wrong, or who's, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I have to draw the line, and I might get a little flack about this, honestly, but this is where I stand with this. So there's been a lot of issue in the entertainment business about actors and actresses being able to portray bisexual or gay orientated people if they're not truly gay or bi,
that role,
or if they're straight, playing a straight role but they're not really straight or something like that. But the thing about it is they're portraying a character. You're saying, I'm not a racist. You know what I'm saying?
Therefore, you can't play a racist.
Right. I'm not this, so I can't play that. You have to envelop in the character. That is the art of entertainment.
And that is also in the case of what you're saying specifically in acting.
Yes.
That shows acting range and dynamics.
Absolutely. But
you know what I'm saying?
People have an issue with separating the character from the person. So if they portray this terrible character.
Edward Norton had to go through that as well for American History X.
Yeah, absolutely.
He actually went through that, and it was a controversial. You remember that?
Yes, 100%. But that thing is through,
and he's far from that. He's far from that.
100%.
He's opposite.
Through that entertainment lens, we are shining lights on issues that need to shine light through entertainment. But you have to have people that can portray those roles adequately to be able to really shine the light. Absolutely.
To get it across.
To shine that light. Does that mean that's who they are? No. Does that mean that they maybe studied and were able to develop that character?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
But That's the thing. It is entertainment.
Yeah,
but
understand
that goes around to the whole conversation. Just like if Cardi B's really like her ratchet persona or whatever else is truly it's a character. So it's our job for our children's sake to be able to have that conversation of, hey, this is a character that she plays. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that she's portraying, and she's like, yeah, guess what? I got this because that makes me bad, and I'm a sexual being, and I'm beautiful and strong and powerful, and look at all these things that I'm doing. So she's trying to shine light through this lens that is also allowing her to get a hold of a lot of people because of how controversial, but it's got that beat and that ratchet stuff that you can just act a fool.
I wonder, and we have a very interesting comment we're going to get to in just a second on the live feed. But I wonder, and this is pure curiosity because I don't speculate.
Okay.
Again, that's how I am. I try not to assume unnecessarily because it just creates a whole lot of problems.
Yeah, me too.
But I am genuinely curious because I know there are entertainers out there. Rock stars for one always got a bad rap because they literally practice what they preach. They talk about trashing hotel rooms,
and
they actually do that. So
yes.
I am genuinely curious that what does she tell the 13-year-old little girl that comes up that wants a picture with her and quotes some of her music? Is she the individual on the other side of the artistry that says, whoa, hold on now, I say it,
but
that's not for you to repeat it.
Place?
No, but here's the thing. Now, with direct contact, it absolutely is.
But her parents have let her be there with Cardi to take the picture and be able to say that.
Hold on, but who said her parents are there to let her?
But just like you said, your mom used to sneak around and do stuff too. It's a part of growing up.
I get it, but I'm just saying. If the parents, because a lot of kids
is that
now
her
have so
place
much
to parent the child in that moment?
Saying, if a kid were to walk up to me, a 10-year-old were to walk up to me and immediately start quoting and saying STM with the word that come after it.
Yeah.
Bruh, hold on a minute. That's you gotta understand that you can't walk around saying that word, bro.
I got you.
You gotta understand you cannot walk around, especially because of your age and your skin color. Now guess what? That goes to a white kid and a black kid.
Heard that.
If you walk around saying that word, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. Your parents are then gonna be mad at you for getting yourself in trouble. Then I am gonna get the rap because your parents are gonna criticize me. So we're all gonna get in trouble.
Okay.
But the point is bro, hey, hold on now.
Let me bring this key. Okay, so here we go to responsibility, just like with Cardi B.
Yeah.
So then why put it in your music? And then
I put it in my music. It's a direct reflection of that particular song, Stephen Mahomes, said character, right? And again, that particular walk of life. But again, I make two versions of the record.
I got you.
There is an explicit version of the record. There is a clean version of the record.
But if they went around, just like kids go around things. Right. And heard that.
That's cool.
And they're walking around singing it, just like it could be the same with Cardi B.
All I'm saying, like I was saying, if I am directly involved, and that's what I was just simply saying, if Cardi is directly involved, because I have people that come up and take pictures, that want to take pictures with me and stuff like that. If I am directly involved, not third party, through the music via talking to somebody else, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I am directly involved and I witness it, that's just the same way. Whereas, let's just say, for example, okay, let's just say I see Chevelle, throwing rocks at a sign with somebody behind the sign.
Yeah.
It's my responsibility, I feel, not just because I personally know Chevelle and love her as if she's one of my own, right?
Absolutely.
But just from the perspective of I walk by, I'm an adult.
Yes.
I see something taking place that I don't have to physically involve myself, but I simply can share. Hey, hold on a second. Hey, I know you're having fun, okay, but you see that person over there? You almost hit them with that rock on the other side of the sign.
Yeah.
You got to be more aware of your surroundings. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's simply like
Yeah.
that's kind of like where I'm coming from. And like I say, she's not my biological.
No, but
and that could be any kid. But I just choose.
It could be any child, and I would also feel that need to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's not do that. Let's not cause harm to someone else. But that's also causing harm to someone. So are we looking at it
in the physical sense?
Yeah. Are we looking at it as them listening to this music, or embarking on this music that causing physical harm too, or like where do we? This is a deep dive conversation.
It's very because there's no definitive, and that's why I love conversations like this of this magnitude, because it's not cut and dry any sense. It's not. There's a lot of different avenues. I will just say because I definitely want to get to this the comment. Yeah. I will just say this. My parents, who respectively 26 and 30 years in the United States Navy, right? Naval officers.
Absolutely.
As far as just the view from the public eye, thank you for serving our country.
Yeah.
You don't.
Thank you so
It's
much.
just you don't get any higher. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right? My father took me. I went to go see Arnold Schwarzenegger's Total Recall.
Okay.
In theaters. They took me to go see Terminator 2 Judgment Day, right? Yeah. Okay. Those two films, 1992, 93-ish, whatever, 94, I'm still relatively young. I'm in my teenage years.
Yeah.
They took me to go see those films with the expectation, again, because they did their parenting. They did such a good job parenting. All right, you can see these films. We're going to go see these together and enjoy it. I had better not hear you repeating certain words or actions and, trying to, whatever have you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They trusted me enough.
That's just like,
you know what I mean?
This past weekend with the Cutthroat concert.
I
brought my 11-year-old son.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
You did.
So am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? For bringing him and allowing him to have that sense of responsibility.
There you go.
And knowing that, hey, I can listen and enjoy and be a part of this, but I know what's expected of me as a human being, especially from my mother, that I'm not allowed to say these things. I'm not allowed to act in certain respects and things like that. But he had a great time. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
And I don't feel that I was wrong in any sort.
Oh no, because you were right. No, not at all. It was an all ages event.
That's it. But I just mean it's that sort of thing, doing that work behind.
There you go.
Which is my responsibility, not any of the artists that I took him to see.
Taking your children, right, to a playground where there's monkey bars 50 feet off the ground. You don't take them, drop them off, and leave.
No.
You allow them to go, and you just sit back and you hang back and you just kind of watch to make sure. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the point in which
absolutely. Let's get to some of these comments.
Oh yeah. So guys, we appreciate it. Keep the comments rolling in. We're over here on live feed. So we have QQ.
Okay.
QQ chimed in. All right. So many modern women today cannot deliver the girlfriend experience. That's why you don't get the wife treatment. The girlfriend experience is respect, affection, support, peace, and tranquility. So I mentioned and I said, very valid, interesting point.
Absolutely.
All right, on that sense. And then continuing with that particular comment, QQ then replied, if a woman decides to go on a date with any man after the hours of 5 p.m., Intimacy should be on the menu. However, if the intention of the woman is to keep the relationship with the man strictly platonic, the time frame of noon to 3 p.m. is more suitable.
Okay, so oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Keep them coming. So Janie Franklin, hey there, we see you too. Caitlin, we see you too. What's going on?
Go
ahead.
We'll get to your comment too in just a second, Caitlin. So, oh my gosh, this is a can of worms, QQ. All right, let me go. Can you pull it back so I can refer back to it? Because I don't want to misquote her.
I gotta add
absolutely
some more. I got you.
All right. Yep. So here's my issue. Now I hear your opinion, and absolutely everyone's opinion is valid. You know what I'm saying? You have had your life experience that has brought you to what you believe and see it through your lens of life, and I totally have complete respect for that, you as a person. In my opinion, okay, now I can understand that, yes, this girlfriend experience, as you say, why is that the woman's responsibility to provide this girlfriend experience? What is the boyfriend experience then? So where is the partnership, the respect, the affection, the support on the man's side as well? It is a two-way street. It should always be a partnership. And where one maybe has faults, the other one should bring up the other, because that is what it truly, in my opinion, no matter what, you know, your relationship may be, whether it be friendship or other, should be a give and take and a love and sense. Now, I hear you about the this one.
Yeah.
The hours after 5 p.m.
After
has
5
to be
p.m.
intimate. Let me just explain to you from my perspective. I have many platonic male friends. I have no issue with going to dinner. I have no issue with going to a bar, you know, back in the day and things like that with them, and it being strictly platonic. That is what my time slots allotted. I am a very busy woman. I have children and everything else. And if I was ever going to take any kind of time for myself, whether it be friends or outside of there, it would have to be certain hours where my children would be taken care of completely, and I would not have any responsibilities to them during said time. I don't think it's my responsibility to make sure that I schedule between noon and such hours to make sure that they know it's platonic. I think if I fully disclose that, hey, this is a platonic relationship, you know my expectations in it, and you should be able to respect that. That is also on them as an adult, whether you're male, female, somewhere in between, whatever you might consider yourself, alien or that such.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
It is your responsibility to be aware and listen and effectively communicate things like that. Now, do I believe in the leading on and whatever else, but do I think that times of the day have to do with leading on or creating other opportunities? No, I think that's just outlandish personally. But I also respect your opinion, and like I said, whatever has brought you to have these said views, you know, through your lens, I totally respect. And if that works for you, QQ, then fantastic. You know, I'm glad for you if these boundaries that you have set work for you in that way. But I don't think that it is a woman's, or should be a woman's, responsibility to set these times to make sure that they know that it's platonic. When I say platonic, that means platonic. No means no.
Very valid point on all fronts. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a topic in which we are discussing the modern definition and expectations of what women empowerment entails. It is a very slippery slope. Good thing for you guys, we are very good at navigating said slippery slopes, and we are very interested and open to all opinions, because again, this is not something that is cut and dry. You absolutely cannot, we prefer conversations of this magnitude because it creates good debate to just, to hear,
this
different
is how
walks
you make. I'm sorry, Jeff, to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
This is how good creation of ideas and thoughts and processes happen. You have to discuss them openly in a safe and respectful area.
There you go.
And being able to have this platform to create that respectable area to where we can respect everybody's opinion.
That's what's missing. Because like immediately, like people go to jump the comments, because like I said, again, social media has it allows everybody it allows everyone to be, to be the bad guy, the big bully.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say this to your face. I'll say it over here on my computer, all the way from over here in New York. You're in California. Ha, you can't touch me. I can say what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we would like to bridge that gap. So QQ, thank you very much for that comment. We greatly appreciate that.
Okay, and what is Caitlin Silly, our number one fan, what she says? She
Caitlin,
says,
okay, I would say that if it was my very first big role, I would personally stay away from accepting a role as like a slave owner because that's my first role and don't want to automatically be seen as that. So she's talking about from the perspective of the entertainment side, which you mentioned, on the acting side.
I agree completely, Caitlin. And I will say this on many levels because I have also thought about this being an actress myself. I also personally do not want to be seen sexually at the beginning of my career.
There you go.
Just because that is not necessarily how I want to be portrayed or something that is even necessarily a strong point. I don't even think not everybody would want to see this thickness over here. Okay. But the thing is that's just not what role or way I want to go down. Now, is that something that maybe can be explored later on in my career? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It kind of comes out in a way to where I could be, intimate with someone, but that's not something that I want to explore very beginning of my career because you have to, I think, be able to show that range a little bit first or make some kind of a name for yourself to where it's not made for you by other people's opinions and not being able to separate the character from the person, I think. So I think that's a very good thing. Yeah, I definitely don't think that I would take that as necessarily my first role, but that is just, like we've been saying, a personal preference moving forward and a professional choice at that.
Very well stated.
Yeah.
KCA has chimed in and she put absolutely in all caps, Brittani Kei. All right. So shout out to her. She's definitely chiming in on some of these on these topics, on this topic.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these, make sure I'm picking the right comments here to read.
Okay.
So she had this to say, no direct guidance, maybe. Censorship connotes complete denial without regard to whether it is appropriate by age, education, or other criteria. Generation labels bug me. Gen Z, etc. Your grandparents gradually introduced us to certain entertainers as we grew up.
Absolutely.
Even at the age of 67, I am offended by gross misogyny in certain movies, music, jokes, etc. Sometimes women exploit themselves and others. There are women who don't support women in politics or the military, but empowerment is often more positive than negative. So that's an interesting take on it.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I'm open to everything, any and everything when it comes to this, because again, I have my views to it, and I look at it from the perspective of like, hey, again, do what you do. You are absolutely at liberty to do what you do, especially as an entertainer. I just pray and I hope that that's just not the only walk of life that you are at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Pushing.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
But even if it is. Is it our place to say anything? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to look too, women that are in, I guess, what is it? Considered sex workers. Is that something for me to sit here and judge because she decided that is how, she is going to take a hold of her own and make money in her own way, and there are legal ways to be sex workers and things like that in different areas of the United States even. No, that's not my place to say. And I don't think that makes her any less of a person or a human being, just like I strategically wore green eyebrows today because my green eyebrows don't make me any less intelligent or less of a professional than someone who, maybe does that for a living. Doesn't mean that they're any less of a good parent or anything else.
There you have it. There you go.
So
there you go.
It's a lot of different roads, and I think different things that I've come in contact, different people that I've come in contact with have truly opened my mind to the fact of, there is empowerment in many different ways, in different genres of things and everything else. I also agree with Casey that I don't really particularly like the generation labels. I just think that, people are people. There's bad people and
people are people.
Yeah, and there's some bad ones, there's some good ones, and it comes with everything, with every generation, with every dynamic, with every race, sex, origin, whatever it may be. So I don't like blanketed statements personally.
And kind of coming to a close to wrap this up as we get ready to dive into the live in the booth segment. And also, I've also got Sports Corner that's coming up in just a second.
Yes.
I will just say this, speaking from a firsthand perspective, at me as an entertainer, and this goes from, shout out to my parents and how I was raised, more the merrier, more the better, and from that angle, it's simply, I am not, I don't have blinders on, I'm not one direction, you know what I'm saying? If you look at me, I've got these points that are going out, like I'm a star, like, literally I'm a star, points in every direction.
Yeah.
And I try to view life as such, the more dynamic, I went as a child. All I used to eat was pepperoni pizza like every other child. It was cheese, pepperoni.
Yeah.
As I get a little older, you find out that, well, if you add a couple of other toppings on there, combine, you put some black olives on that thing, maybe some pineapple, some Canadian bacon, sausage, chicken, anything and everything under the sun, green, olives, bell pepper, banana peppers, anything but sardines, okay? Anything but sardines. You come to find out that, wow, this, I like this as well, So taking that mindset, I try to attack my music. I give you, a jazz infused sample over here. I give you some more of like the streets over here.
Yeah.
I give you something, from the husband walk of life over here.
it.
And, it all, again, it is me. And I never would just steer, this is just me personally. Again, I never would steer somebody, in one direction. Hey, if you like that sound, dope. That's why I make it, because I relate to you, you relate to me. Over here, I also relate to that person, all these different walks of life.
And that's
dynamics.
Yeah,
dynamics,
absolutely. As human beings, we are complex. Okay, we are multifaceted. We have different pieces and parts of us that all come together. You can't just put people in a box
There
and
you
say,
go.
oh, they just belong in that box.
Yeah.
Like you're an R&B
No,
hip hop
yeah,
artist, so you
yeah.
belong in that box.
Right.
No.
That's a form of discrimination if you think about it.
I mean, it is a form of just small-mindedness. And really and truly, like I said before, in the words of Tony Robinson, we are all in Earth school here, okay? We are all trying to grow, or we would hope so. And I think that's where we're seeing all these things, is we're trying to find growth in what direction that we need to go as human beings to be going down a better path than what we had before. So we're continuing to try and better our experience as time goes on with each generation. And sometimes, like I said, when you're really at first trying to make those waves and start that conversation, it's a rough one. It is a rough way to go, okay? And it can be, very abrasive in so many different ways, but the conversation was started. Okay, those steps were taken. Even if it was a plunge into ice cold water, like the polar plunge, okay, versus a nice hot tub or something like that, or a nice bath. So it has to happen, regardless if that conversation is an ice bath or a heated one with jacuzzis.
So real quick, before we move on, we're gonna dive into some more music real quick in a minute, and then we're gonna jump into the sports corner, and then right behind that we've got live in the booth. So let's get to this last comment real quick. QQ came back and they replied, TLC said they don't want no scrubs, and we have no problem telling average men you ain't crap. But if I just happen to have the nerve to agree with the woman that says she's average, then I'm Satan.
Yeah, I can't agree with that either. I think what we really need moving forward with growth and personally is just respect for one another. Respect for one another's opinion, as long as you're not hurting yourself or others, you know what I'm saying, or have intentions to hurt yourself or other people, then be able to have your opinions as you grow. Your lens will change, your lens will, grow and things like that. We don't all have to have the same opinion, because not one of us will ever have the same experience. So I think we're all entitled to see what we see and things like that. I think we all want everybody to be better, and they're just like, hey, I don't want to lower my standards, whether that be a woman, man, alien, anywhere in between there. I think everybody just wants to better their experience, better their life and everything else. Now, if you're going to ask that you don't want to scrub, then you don't need to be a scrub yourself. And that's the real part right there. So you can't be saying, I don't want no scrub, but you you the definition of a scrub. Your picture right there next to it in the dictionary. So,
man, I love it. We greatly appreciate all these comments. The activity is fantastic. Please keep them coming. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna dive into the sports corner with JSapp MadStak, and we will then head on into live in the booth. Woo-hoo. So. I figure, based on the current topic, you can take it how you want it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Your opinion matters. All right. Let's see what Michael Jackson has to say about this form of women empowerment. Shout out to the King of Pop. Keep it locked right here. You are inside. This is the Midday Live. Only on RWR Live. Your boy JSapp MadStak and
Brittani Kei with the Next Generation of Radio.
Keep it locked. We'll be right back. What's happening? This your boy JSapp MadStak from the Midday Live Show, and right now you was tuned in to the dopest radio station in the land, RWR Live 365, the Next Generation of Radio.
You'll never make me stay, so take your weight off of me. I know your every move, so won't you just let me be? I've been here times before, but I was too blind to see that you seduce every man. This time you won't seduce me. Just saying that's okay. Hey baby, do what you please.
What's up, Rugga? Good to see you, Captain. Yeah, you are right. Look, I'm about to have to hide myself because there is so much being said. Thanks for chiming in. We really appreciate it. And what's your opinion with it, Rugga? I would love to know where you sit on some of these conversations that we have. So I want to hear what you have to say.
She likes the boys in the band. She knows when they come to town. Every musician's fan after the curtain comes down. She waits at backstage doors for those who have prestige, who promise fortune and fame, a life that's so carefree. She's saying that's okay. Hey baby, do what you want. I'll be your night-loving thing. I'll be the freak you can talk. I don't care what you say. I wanna go too far. I'll be your everything. If you make me a star. She said I have to go home 'cause I'm retired, you see. Now I hear sleeping alone, why don't you come with me? I said my baby's at home, she's probably worried tonight. I didn't call on the phone to say that I'm alright. Diana walked up to me, she said I'm on yours tonight. And then I ran to the phone, saying baby I'm alright. I said but unlock the door, 'cause I forgot the key. She said he's not coming back because he's sleeping with me. the 70 on the strip, I'm ready to die. Cutting the traction, bet in the corner, bet I make glide. Try to bring the John, tell me he ain't know how we cha-cha slide. I'll never lose sleep over no way too much pride. Fill it up in a briefcase, split it with the vibes. Breaking them brinks, truck, my right wrist, Van Cleef. I spend days in the east, trying to figure if I'm geek. This tweaking talk too much while I was geek. Blew my peak, rap, so I'm on the street. I went $500,000 on rose, did 4 million on my ice, couple million on my cars. I went Tyson, I'm too nice. Shot me on the street, wanted to talk, so he asked my price. The number was high as me, I ain't gon' lie. I was with this little wall, I think she buy. Tweaking, the 6 God is coming back. Back outside, boys, toting the 70 on the strip, I'm ready to die. Cutting the traction, bet in the corner, bet I make glide. Try to bring the John, tell me he ain't know how we cha-cha slide. I'll never lose sleep over no way too much pride. Fill it up in a briefcase, split it with the vibes. Let's go. I don't know nothing about no crime or no news. I'm an eye, but I never tell you who. Reagan when she walks, she get on planes, take her too. My member just got out, he's still on paper, still a shoe. Still a shoe. Love me, stay down just like a roof. She a 10, tryna rap, it's good on mute. Yeah. It's financial, girl, I got the loot. Yeah. For the bands, little baby, what you gon' do? Yeah. Chop a can of that, they're the juice. Yeah. I'm the president, some secret service, we down the dump. Yeah. Who the president? I never voted once. Yeah. If I did, I would vote Donald Trump. Yeah. If you play with me, I'm backing out that one. I treat meal tickets like 100 racks. Tweaking, the 6 God is coming back. Back outside, boys, toting the 70 on the strip, I'm ready to die. Cutting the traction, bet in the corner, bet I make glide. Try to bring the John, tell me he ain't know how we cha-cha slide. I'll never lose sleep over no way too much pride. Fill it up in a briefcase, split it with the vibes.
This your boy JSapp MadStak from the Midday Live Show, and right now you was tuned in to the dopest radio station in the land, RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Midday Live with your host with the most. It is I, it is he, it is me, JSapp MadStak, Mr. Fan of my fans. iLLEST with me as always is my iLLEST co-host. The iLLEST co-host in the game is Brittani Kei.
What's up, everybody?
So we are coming off the heels, we are on the heels of a very dicey discussion. Today's topic was the women empowerment. We've had a ton of comments coming in left and right, back and forth. And I will just say this, that your views on everything, Brittani, has sparked quite the debate to the point to where Casey A has just mentioned and said, I vote for Brittani Kei for president. All right. There is your official nomination. You are now in the running along with Kanye West and Donald Trump for his, well, I don't know what he plans on trying to do, but he's trying to do something. So we greatly appreciate everybody who chimed in and had, opinions left and right all across the board. It is a very interesting discussion, women empowerment, and something tells me that that will not be the last time that we discuss that particular topic. So if you would please go into the comments, let us know, what would you like us to discuss and talk about? What do you want us to bring up? Okay, it is you, the public eye. We value your opinion. Let us know, because we love great debates of all natures and walks of life. Obviously, now more than ever, it's difficult to, discuss certain things, certain lights, because of the fear of backlash, But we know how to do it, that we're good at doing that. Let us know. What do you think? What would you like us to discuss? Now, moving on over to the Sports Corner with your boy, JSapp MadStak, all right? Stephen Curry takes full responsibility for his ejection last night against the Memphis Grizzlies. Yes, Golden State Warriors superstar Stephen Curry took responsibility for his late game ejection in Wednesday's 122-120 win over the Memphis Grizzlies. Curry was tossed in the fourth quarter for throwing his mouthpiece into the crowd after an ill-advised shot by teammate Jordan Poole. Yes, this would be the third time in Stephen Curry's career in which he's been ejected for said actions. Okay? The reigning finals MVP admitted afterwards he allowed his emotions to get the best of him. He had this to say: "It was a crucial time in the game, and the way that our season has gone, questions about a heightened sense of urgency. When you want something really bad, I reacted in a way that put myself out of the game and put the team in a tough place." All right. So, crew chief Sean Wright confirmed, all right, to a pool reporter that Curry's actions constituted an automatic ejection under NBA rules. Once again, Curry has been ousted in 2 previous occasions, in which both incidents involving a chucking of his mouthpiece. So, people are people, cuz rules are rules. Steph, I mean, it is what it is. Now, with a minute to go, minute 30, I mean, the refs in this particular case are in a tough spot because the rules clearly do state you throw your mouthpiece or you throw an object, you're a player, it's an automatic ejection. It doesn't matter whether there's a minute 30 left or there are 12 minutes left in the quarter. It does not matter. It's an automatic ejection. I mean, Steph knows better. I mean, he let his emotions get the best of him. I mean, from a sports standpoint, an athlete standpoint, it is very, very difficult sometimes in certain occasions to control your emotions. And you're trying to win a game. The season has been up, down, up, down. And, you know, as the leader of the team, I mean, this falls on LeBron's shoulders all the time. When somebody makes an ill-advised shot like that, I mean, it's just, you know, it is what it is. So he accepts responsibility. He understood it, you know, after the fact that, you know, hey, it is what it is. He's just glad that they ended up getting the win, which, by the way, Jordan Poole went on to actually get the go-ahead game-winning layup with final seconds left in the game. So everything worked out for the better in that particular case. All right, so we are glad. All right. So Anthony Davis made his return to the court last night against the San Antonio Spurs, in which Davis scored 21 points coming off the bench in his return to power the Lakers over the San Antonio Spurs. All right. So LeBron James and the LA Lakers are starting to get key pieces of their lineup back. All right, with AD making his return. He dropped 21 points in his return. All right, from a right foot injury. And Rui Hachimura added 12 points in his Lakers debut as they bounced back from a rough loss, okay, to beat the San Antonio Spurs 113-104. The loss that they're talking about was their previous loss in which LeBron James just had 46 points, okay, in that, you know, that outburst, but they ended up losing to the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, so we're all starting to figure this out, ways we could mix and match. We just wanted to get guys in there. That's what Lakers coach Darvin Ham had to say. With AD coming back and Rui being new, we had to work through some kinks. When we got settled into the game, guys had different runs. All right, Davis has missed 20 games due to a stress injury suffered during the first half of a December 16th game at Denver. Came in with 4 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter. All right, he was 7 of 15 from the field. He also had 12 rebounds in 26 minutes of play for his 19th double-double in 26 games played this season. Now, to add insult to injury, okay, he had a questionable injury. He actually twisted his ankle again in the game, in which he left but then did return. So it was a scare. Anthony Davis is unfortunately one of those players that's just prone to injury. Okay. All right. So we are, of course, all on the LeBron watch. We are looking to see when LeBron will break the NBA all-time scoring record. Last night, he added 20 more points to that tally, knocked 20 more points off of that tally. So that means that LeBron James now is sitting around about 150 points said to go. before he breaks the all-time scoring NBA record, the all-time NBA scoring record held by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was 1 rebound shy of a triple-double last night, 20 points, 11 assists, 9 rebounds. He shot 40% from the floor. He was 8 of 20 field goals. He was only 1 of 6 from three-point range. All right. And then Anthony Davis again added 21 points, 12 boards, 4 blocks in 26 minutes after missing 20 games with that stress injury. All right. The game with, Golden State and the Memphis Grizzlies. All right. Steph, having been ejected with 1:34 left there in the fourth quarter, 34 points, 3 assists, 4 3-point baskets made. He shot 53% from the floor. And then on the other side of things, in the 2-point loss, all right, for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant tapped on 29 points, 13 assists, a very strong double-double there, 4 rebounds, and again shot 50% from the floor. Klay Thompson also added 24 points. He was 9 for 22 field goals. He was 5 of 10 from three-point range. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your Sports Corner with JSapp MadStak. Now, moving on, we do have the Live in the Booth segment. This, ladies and gentlemen, is where we shine the light, showcase independent talent locally and abroad.
Absolutely.
And Brittany is going to run down quickly and briefly what we are looking for when it comes to submissions and how you can get your music featured in the Live in the Booth segment. Brittany, please take it away. There you go.
Okay. Yes.
You're good.
Yes.
We're good.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know if we could read comments after.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So for our Live in the Booth segment here at RWR Live 365 on the Midday Live, now live in the booth with JSapp MadStak and Brittani Kei, we are trying to show light to independent artists, okay, locally and abroad, but independent artists. If you are a fan, a DJ, a family member, or the artist itself, please send us over 1 to 2 MP3 format, clean versions of your song. We are on the radio, so it does need to be clean, guys. To Midday Live at rwrlive365.com. Again, that is Midday Live at rwrlive365.com, to where we can see about letting our panel listen to you. If you need some feedback and things like that, we will give you some constructive criticisms where maybe you can go back and make it better. Or if you pass those rounds, they'll get them to us, and then we can see about bringing you on the show, as well as, moving forward, putting you in a rotation as long as the people love the songs, as long as we love the songs, and let's get it moving. Okay, so let us help you.
Well stated, well said. We are going to kick today's segment off with Live in the Booth with a very dope record. It's going to be, it is featured in the upcoming Sacred film, all right, by none other than we have Crook and Niecy J with These Stars. Keep it locked right here. You are tuned in to the Midday Live. This is RWR Live 365. I'm JSapp MadStak. That's Brittani Kei. And this is
the next generation of radio.
iLLEST! What's happening? This your boy JSapp MadStak from the Midday Live Show, and right now you was tuned into the dopest radio station in the land, RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. iLLEST!
Yeah. Hey everybody. I just wanted to let y'all know that we are reading comments.
Never let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. Aim for the stars, and maybe you will make it through. Strive for the best. I know you can make it. Won't know how far you came till you drive the spaceship. Every takeoff has a solid foundation. Black hole escape, they say you hate it. Growth is change from legit elevation. Want the end result?
I'm more like a habanero pepper. You either want spicy or you hate it. Definitely not for children. I am universally right. Okay, I am not everybody's cup of tea. I am
Bright is the light that shines in someone else's life. Are you the type that grinds, whether day or night? Organize, strategize, mobilize, yeah, kill a mic, fight for our rights in time. This ain't no Miller Lite. Haters handy like gravity, ops end up mad at me. Most humans hate, it is fate that they don't elevate. Make a mistake, bring hell only for heaven's sake. Find who you are, a star, don't hesitate.
These stars, they shine so bright.
Here's another one from the film Sacred. Okay, that's going to be coming up soon. Here's another one. This is Tanisha P, Ruler the Pursuer.
Something about you made the earth shake. Something about you made my heart quake. We danced all night long on the floor, the floor. Walk up to me, talk up to me. Say you see something you like, come and get it. A showdown for me, perform now with me all night long. Something about the way you look at me, and something about the way you touch on me. Don't rush the thing, take time with me. Seduce me with your eyes. And if you see another looking at me, don't walk away, no jealousy. Cause it is more fun when it's more for me. So won't you play along? Ruler, the pursuer, make me fly out of here. Ruler, how they do make me fly out of here. Can you take me high to the sky tonight? Ruler, the pursuer, make me fly out of here. Something about the way you hold me, static, electric, consume me. The beat bang and so we hang all night long. Walk up to me, talk up to me. Sweet, summer, sweet, come and get it. A showdown for me, perform now with me on and on. Something about the way you look at me, and something about the way you hold me. Don't rush the thing, take time with me. Slowly ride my ways. And if you see another looking at me, don't walk away, no jealousy. Cause it is more fun when it's more for me. Eat for this, my body craves. Ruler, the pursuer, make me fly out of here. Ruler, how they do make me fly out of here. Can you take me high to the sky tonight? Ruler, the pursuer, make me fly out of here. Walk up to me, come and give me that sweet controlling love. Talk up to me, come and give me that sweet possessive love, baby. Walk up to me, come and give me that sweet erotic love, me and you and more and more. Ruler, the pursuer, make me fly out of here. Ruler, how they do make me fly out of here. Can you take me high to the sky tonight? Ruler, the pursuer, make me fly out of here.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it
love with no caution. You love me with passion. All night we on. You be giving me ginger. I'm feeling in your vibe. You're killing it the way you're giving me them vibes. I'm feeling in your vibe. You're killing it the way you're giving me. Give it to me, 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 You got that sweet, sweet melanin. I want that melanin dripping all over my skin, yeah. You looking for the right ingredients. I wanna get the right man, what's he been missing? Sweet loving in the morning, deep loving every evening. In between we bounce our business. Everything you do got me catching feelings, I'm feeling in your vibe, You're killing it the way you're giving me them vibes, I'm feeling in your vibe, You're killing it the way you're giving me. Give it to me, 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 You got that sweet, sweet melanin. I want that melanin dripping all over my skin, yeah. You looking for the right ingredients. I wanna get the right man, what's he been missing? Sweet loving in the morning, deep loving every evening. In between we bounce our business. Everything you do got me catch your feelings, Give it to me, Give it to me, Give it to me,
Hey, this is your girl Q La La, and you are listening to RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio.
We got the pot in the safe spot. We got a pot, say, lock. 2023, 2023, 2, 3. 2023, we got this shit in the headlock. All money growing like dreadlocks. I bend over the bedrock. They watch the boy like Redbox. We got the pot in the safe spot. We got the pot in the safe lock. We got the pot, yeah. I jumped in the game, no hopscotch. I'm f***ing a 10, top notch. I love the view at the top spots. I can be chillin' in hot spots. I can be hanging with thoughts. Brody, f*** it if he move wrong. You better send him a headshot. You better take no leg shots. I hit the road, they print, I wreck. I hit the stage, I'm killing the set. I hit the stage in a Nike vest. The way that I move, you know it's progressed. The way that I move, she wanna connect. I don't got the time for drama and stress. I got a spirit that's killing the flesh. I got a spirit that's killing the flesh. I'm on the way, she on the way, they on the way, ready and wet. I drop a song, that shit for the set. I want a PJ the way that we jet. I'm not the 2, I'm not the 3, but all my brothers keep saying I'm next. I know the game, I'm coming correct. I don't gotta flex, to me that's the flex. I hit it first, then you hit it next. I do the plan like it was a sketch. Yeah. I'm a actor one, I'm a tractor one, I'm a CEO, I'm a captain one. 2023, we got this shit in the headlock. All money growing like dreadlocks. I bend over the bedrock. They watch the boy like Redbox. We got the pot in the safe spot. We got the pot in the safe lock. We got the pot, yeah. We got the pot in the safe spot. We got a pot, safe lock. 2023. We got to get in the safe spot. If I wasn't ready for it, it wouldn't happen for me, you know. Big things happening, you know. All money growing. Team surrounding me, all money growing. Yeah, man. I'm gonna leave it at that.
bounce. Why don't you hit the button? Come on, just hit the button. Hey Rush, how about you hustle something? Why don't you do us both a favor, hit the hush button? They say that patience is a virtue, I can vouch for it. I'm making moves in the house, on the couch snoring. Time ain't nothing but a wolf disguised in sheep's clothing. Reason why I'd rather die than caught in cheap clothing. Another day, another dollar, know the story. I'm getting figures, my business living is so important. Dopest lyrics never settle while you ain't on level. Just think about it, provide the hottest logic success. So bombing when I'm on it like my song, just be honest. They favorite rapper sound they like they hook 'em phonics. Facing TikTok, playing get, but you not. 11, 12-year-olds say you will, really not. Waiting for my chance, what don't you understand? I've been in for a minute, I'm the man, and you ain't saying nothing. This ain't up for discussion, so won't you do us both a favor, hit the hush button. Why don't you hit the button? Come on, just hit the button. Hey Rush, how about you hustle something? Why don't you do us both a favor, hit the hush button? Spit game lag, so your spit game whack. Before you make it up with hard beats, spit lane facts. Oh Lord of mercy on us, for what have we done? The game is like a spacewalk, kids jumping for fun. Coming straight through the stereo, gifted gift is a miracle. What they callin' hip hop, truly lame and hysterical. Lyrics so critical, told you like how many times. My gift is so proven and like how many your rhymes. Love what I am, so hear me love what I do. Position be a locomotive, never playing caboose. Make a storm in the booth, metaphorically speaking. Has a figure of speech, metaphors I be speaking. Come on, waiting for my chance, what don't you understand? I've been in for a minute, I'm the man, and you ain't saying nothing. This ain't up for discussion, so won't you do us both a favor, hit the hush button. Why don't you hit the button? Come on, just hit the button. So Rush, how about you hustle something? Why don't you do us both a favor, hit the hush button? Waiting for my chance, what don't you understand? I've been in for a minute, I'm the man, and you ain't saying nothing. This ain't up for discussion, so won't you do us both a favor, hit the hush button? Why don't you hit the button? Come on, just hit the button. Rush, how about you hustle something? Why don't you do us both a favor, hit the hush button? Bounce, 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 bounce. Now let me see you bounce, 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 bounce. Now let me see you bounce. Waiting for my chance, but don't you understand? Been in for a minute new, I'm the man, you ain't saying nothing. This ain't up for discussion, so won't you do us both a favor, hit the hush button? Why don't you hit the button? Hit the button. Come on, just hit the button. Hit the button. But Rush, how about you hustle something? Why don't you do us both a favor? Hit the hush button.
Don't need applause or standing ovations. I always keep a crowd like Mandela running nations. No bandana, get my Tony Montana on. Got the whole world like I got an antenna on. Yeah, I sound hippie, still women wanna ride it. I just tell them yippee, kinda tipsy. I've been sipping on a whole lot of everything. Yeah, I'm tryna lose my mind, spin it all, hammer way. They know my name cause they know I bring the bills in. You ain't got a name, wait, ain't it Rumpelstiltskin? Don't remember faces but her dance unforgettable. Then I be cutting like Gillette do. Ain't no secrets, girl, I wanna crawl all in it. Yeah, you see me in the way I ball. I'm spending all my money, got a lot to blow off. You should be a man or I'm gon' have to show off. And I'ma do it big, I'ma do it big, yeah. I'ma buy it all cause I finally made it in. Yeah, spending all my money, got a lot to blow off. You should be a man or I'm gon' have to show off, show off. Cause I'm an arrogant, I'm in the air so I figure I'm mixed with pelicans. Y'all be watching from sidelines, living life on the curb. Dime, you won't even come out unless the spot is reserved. Hope the bottle's preserved, and all the women you word. Don't hit the club with your girl, cause I be leaving with her. I'll bring her back when I'm done, she rubbing me like a first. Offer to give her brain, I'm genius, but I say sir. This is how life occur, address me Mr. or Sir. Come to women, I want three. Call me Mehmet Okur, yeah, I always do it big like I got a fetish. If I show off, I'm a stiller like Jerome Bettis. Yes. Ain't no secrets, girl, I wanna crawl all in it. Yeah, you see me in the way I ball. I'm spending all my money, got a lot to blow off. You should be your man, or I'm gonna have to show off. And I'ma do it big, I'ma do it big, yeah. I'ma buy it all, cause I finally made it in here. Spending all my money, got a lot to blow off. You should be your man, or I'm gonna have to show off, show off. You got a follower, homie, you better fix it. Cause I'm even gonna worry about haters, I'm on these ridges. Is this club an elevator, man, I'm feeling lifted. Baby got a body, she popping it like she gifted. Her ears in my head all big, I think I knocked the ceiling off. Sipping out my glass, cause damn it keeps spilling off. Gripping while she dance, ain't no secret when I'm your way. I'm just trying to climb up in your trunk, away. No way I'm losing, I'm winning, I got tiger blood. Call me Charlie Sheen, cause ballin' ain't a thing. Got 2.5 women, cause one of them a midget. I just keep it real life, live it. Ain't no secrets, girl, I wanna crawl all in it. Yeah, you see me in the way I ball. I'm spending all my money, got a lot to blow off. You should be your man, or I'm gonna have to show off. And I'ma do it big, I'ma do it big, yeah. I'ma buy it all, cause I finally made it in here. Spending all my money, got a lot to blow off. You should be your man, or I'm gonna have to show off, show off.
This is your girl Q La La, and you are listening to RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio.
Hey man, say man, JSapp, I live that stack life too. This little flipper, the leprechaun flip Mayweather.
Living the blaze, we lit like #Sapp going on.
Oh, we lit.
Living the blaze, we lit like #Sapp going on.
Give me lemons, I'ma make it right. He give me lemon lime, watch me make a Sprite while I'm living life. Feeling strillers, fuck the hated feelings and the way they feeling. Every day I wake, it be another vision. Every day I play another mission. Love the game of life, you know I play it well. Flip a coin to play just like a wishing well. Valley highs, what I do the best. On Cali vibes when I do the rest. When I get it, living simple living. Why you make it hard if it's metaphysics? On the corner pitching, product listen. Call the cops, that's a lot of business. Ain't no snitching, P's and Q's. Mind and nose, you'll be finding you. Speak truth, VOB congruent. When I speak the truth, I'm such a key influence. Understand my life more than living right. If you live a dream, then you live it right. Try to stop my shine, me and leprechaun. Now I get it, living all the time. Every day on mine, every day online. Every day I grind, reason why I shine.
Living the blaze, we lit like #Sapp going on. Living the blaze, we lit like #Sapp going on. Step in the blaze, we lit like shot, okay. Step in the blaze, we lit like shot, turn up. Step in the blaze, we lit like shot, okay. Step in the blaze, we lit like
shot, in the field,
turn up.
Look, I just pulled up to the back door. My pocket's so beast, call me Fatso. I'm a platinum artist, but my Mac gold. I'm a black man in a black robe. Man, I put the hood on that crypto, and I keep a cup of that Big Mo. My stock's going up like a 6'4", and I got them blocks, yo, beat. Look, all of my new got rollies on wrist. If we make eye contact, then I'm folding your beat. This straight from the pharmacy, I know I'm legit. If you think about harming me, I roll with a stick. You wanna talk biz? What's the breakdown? I got a sweet tooth, I got cake now, and I don't do business with middlemen. If it's worth my while, you get penciled in. I bring all the bottles to us, and we got a bottle of Tuz. Wanna come holler at us? Just watch. I bet you they follow the buzz.
Living the blaze, we lit like #Sapp going on. Living the blaze, we lit like #Sapp going on. Step in the blaze, we lit like shot, okay. Step in the blaze, we lit like shot, turn up. Step in the blaze, get lit like shot, okay. Step in the blaze, we lit like shot, turn up. Step in the blaze, we lit like #Sapp going on. Step in the blaze, we lit like #Sapp going on. Step in the blaze, we lit like shot, okay. Step in the blaze, we lit like shot, turn up. Step in the blaze, get lit like shot, okay. Step in the blaze, we lit like shot, turn up. Step in the blaze, we lit like #Sapp going on. Step in the blaze, we lit like #Sapp going on.
wanna know when you come to town. Wanna come over and hold you and let you know that's the way you hypnotize me. Saw you at the bar and I was playing it cool. Don't wanna trip or act a fool. I'm drawn to you, I wanna let you know that's the way you magnetize me. Make me a target, boy, come shoot me down. When you pull the trigger at me, make me a target, boy, come shoot me down. When you pull the trigger at me, don't wait long, 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 long. Don't wait long, 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 long. Don't wait long, 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 long. Don't wait long, long, long. Trigger at me. Don't wait long, 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 long. Don't wait long, 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 long. To make me your target, yeah, oh. And pull the trigger at me. Heartbreaker, the real hit maker. You hold me tight and grip me right, I'll catch you later. The penny dropper, the headboard knocker. The boy so gorgeous like a real showstopper. Me know where you come from. Me well want to know where you get you slung. And I will not ease up, I will not leave you. Just wanna please you. Make me a target, boy, come shoot me down. When you pull the trigger at me, make me a target, boy, come shoot me down. When you pull the trigger at me, don't wait long, 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 long. Don't wait long, 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 long. To make me a target, yeah, oh. And pull the trigger at me. I wanna see you. Don't you know I wanna tease you? Play hide and seek, I'ma find you. Don't you know I wanna snatch you up? I wanna see you. Don't you know I wanna tease you? Play hide and seek, I'ma find you. Don't you know I wanna snatch you up? Don't wait long, 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 long. Don't wait long, 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 long. Don't wait long, 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 long. Don't wait long, long, long. Don't wait long, 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 long. Don't wait long, 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 long. To make me your target, yeah, oh. And pull your trigger at me.
Feels like summer when you have nowhere to be. Let's discover new places, new things to eat. Break our normal, be you and be free. Live our best lives. Every move, new routine. Heart's desires. Let's do everything. Be with someone that keeps the same energy. That lifts you up. Even believes your dream. Do what it takes. Fulfill your needs. Feels like summer. Ooh, it 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 feels like summer. Feels like summer. Feels like summer. Feels like summer. Let's go to the
It's your boy JSapp MadStak from the Midday Live Show, and right now you was tuned in to the dopest radio station in the land, RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio.
iLLEST, JSapp, Stack Life Records, Security Divinity, Forever Legacy. That's what we've been waiting on, ain't it? Let's go.
Since beginning the mission, we never let up.
Come on.
We in position, we living to make it better. No matter what it's do or die, hold my head up. Legacy solidified to live forever. Stepping in the place lit like whoa. Stepping in the place lit like oh. Living life lit like oh. Hustle on the rise, just like you know.
This HOV, it's what it means. To me, it means like being seen overseas. Day and night, it's the hustle, returning oversight. Just understand that this never happens like overnight. We steady creeping on a come up, had to take time. It's for the love of money, so had to take mine. Wasn't benches, fences, had to walk the line. I'm quarterbacking all time, playing both sides. Now look into my eyes, tell me really what you see. Don't need to lie, just look into my eyes, what it be. A day in the life. A day on the mic, together, same thing, nipple like a day in the fight. Come on, no recognition either, so everybody mug you. This ain't no wizarding world, so everybody muggles. Witnesses, that's my wife, Miss Hot Thing. And what this is in the verse, Hot 16.
Since beginning the mission, we never let up. We in position, we living to make it better. No matter what it's do or die, hold my head up. Legacy solidified to live forever. Stepping in the place lit like whoa.
In fact, never left off. Matter of fact, it's this track is so opposite of soft. Don't knock the hustle, man, slow. You or maybe that's hustle over verdict. What you should have heard of. Know the illest in me and believe it's till the curtain. Dope is still I'm seeing for that, truly certain. Forever fly high, live and let die. Turning dreams to reality, eyes on the prize. Pops taught me how to be the man that I am. My pops taught me how to be a man, now I am. Do the same for my son and my daughters, don't forget it. Therefore, beyond my death, legacy forever living. Live the truth, more than that, no, I stand by it. Hustle over verdict, hotter than a fire. Illest more than the illest, I'm the deal. Supply it. If illest ain't the realest, use it. Liar.
Living my life, rich in my own way. Living my life, did it my own way. Spending my life, living my own pace. Living my life, my own way.
Come on.
Since beginning the mission, we never let up. We in position, we living to make it better. No matter what it's do or die, hold my head up. Legacy solidified to live forever. Stepping in the place lit like whoa. Stepping in the place lit like oh. Living life, no, we lit like oh. Hustle on the rise, act like you know. Living my life, rich in my own way. Living my life, living my own way. Spending my life. Living my life, my own way.
Real rappers, real rappers, real rappers, real rappers.
It's hard to find. It's hard to find.
I'm on it dead or alive, to no surprise. It's been hard to earn, so no more Mr. Nice Guy. Real talk, jealous ones envy. One day it'll all make sense, so don't tempt me. Criminal minded, with food and liquor, I deliver capital punishment to paint pictures. I'm off the chronic in that purple haze, so survivor, tell kingdom come through these better days. I know it's dark, and hell is hot. So on earth, the reason I pimp the butterfly. And when disaster strikes, it's do or die with black tints, riding dirty my whip, black on both sides.
Real rappers, real rappers.
It's hard to find. It's hard to find.
I'm still at it, dramatic and still matic, but all eyes on me. You know I still have it. The encore would have you dropping out of college with a miseducation. Nothing you can do about it. But this blueprint, you know I made about 3, made it infamous. That's from my Mob Deep. I'm trying to get rich or die trying, but I ain't ready to die. This score tying. It was written, strictly business until I'm paid in full. My business unfinished. From 400 to 500 degrees, the marriage is most wanted. Just let it be.
Real rappers.
It's hard to find. It's hard to find. It's hard to find.
I'm God's son, a reasonable doubt. I gotta step in the arena, show you what I'm about. Mama said knock you out and win that belt. I got a license to ill even in that drought. Before I fade to black, let me take you to the far side. In this bizarre ride, I got mob ties. Going off, God forgives, but I don't. Go ahead and fear a black planet, I won't. Going off, God forgives, but I don't. Go ahead and fear a black planet, I won't. A black star with supreme clientele, narcotics. You know it's gonna sell with.
Wanted to go to the pros, then fell in love with the flows. Hooping was all that I loved, then fell in love with the. I was just trying to be Kobe, then fell in love with the dope. I gotta get it by any means, hustle is all that I know. I used to study the grades, I used to play back they tapes. From Kobe to Tupac to Michael, from Nas to Magic to Nate. I used to dig in the crates, I couldn't stop at no breaks. Surrounded myself with the real, excluded myself from the face. My anger with ball. Hit up my pen with the bars. Ain't talking mollies and perks. I'm talking lyrics that's hard. They started killing these rappers. They used to say I was hard. My flow is out of this world. I'm talking Venus and Mars. Now I just ride foreign cars. Now I just stack on the K. I gotta make it for real. I do whatever it takes. Vegas no option to me. Learned that from Lloyd Banks and Nip. Hustle it gotta be grand. Yeah, I learned that from Tip. I keep the thing on my hip. I try my best not to slip. I try my best to hold on. I tightened up with my grip. It took some time to get here. I ain't blow up off the rip. And I'm still chasing my dream. Chasing the dough, make it flip. I used to hoop dream. Dream I would be in the league. Dream of them chanting my name. Andre for MVP. That went away after a while. I fell in love with the cheese. I fell in love with the music. Music is all that I need. Hoop dreams. I was just a young with some hoop dreams. I was just a young with some hoop dreams. I was just a young with some hoop dreams.
Hey, just a with some hoop dreams. Anything for a dub. Had the highest confidence, man. Everyone was a scrub compared to me and Dre. We was the hottest in the city. Laced our sneakers up and went to war for college recognition. Facts. Dre was my shooter. I'm past first. Let my eat. I use that same mentality, brought it to the streets. Do anything to see my get ahead. Life's a gamble, bet on black and make sure that you tread softly. Hoop dreams, I had visions on making it the pro. Was therapeutic, I had to use it to calm my soul. Was my drug and I abused it, it kept control. Got me on the high every time I used it, it took my soul. Hoop dreams, I had visions on making it the pro. Now I'm doing music, I really do this shit, hear my flow. Went from breaking they ankles, rocking them to the flow. Now I'm rocking mics, just throwing panties at every show.
I used to hoop dream. Dream I would be in the league. Dream of them chanting my name. Andre for MVP. that went away after a while. I fell in love with the tea. I fell in love with the music. Music is all that I need. Hoop dreams, I was just so young. With some hoop dreams, I was just so young. With some hoop dreams, I was just so young. With some hoop dreams.
It's your girl G Princess with the VIP Lounge, and you're tuned in right now to RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. You know the saying, it's poppin'.
I know you girl don't like it. Chosen on me, chosen on me. Ain't tryna keep you out of sight, but oh, you know me, I'm cruising low key. So we link on, you gon' be right back. Moving on me, moving on me. And we gon' kick it for the night back. Usually.
Yeah, worth is like a C-note, heavy just like a kilo. Together fly over them haters just like a kilo. Any weather, whatever the circumstances may be. Behind closed doors, still a lady. In the streets, roll with I, keep it ill or hold it down. Knowing the truth is true, foolish, and that ain't no lie. Anything, want a life, yep, gonna get it anytime, want to do, yep, gonna hit it. Definition of illest, realest, no nilla. So high we fly, no ceilings, nothing in our way, so we make way. Hot the summer together, we love, baby. Gon' get the bus and plenty love, skip the fuss in early morning, it ain't nothing, cause she knows that I'm coming. Try to stay focused, that's a lot of said. Got the looks, more brains, that's a lot of heads.
I know you girl don't like it. Chosen on me, chosen on me. Ain't tryna keep you out of sight, but oh, you know me, I'm cruising low key. So we link on, you gon' be right back. Moving on me, moving on me. And we gon' kick it for the night back. Usually. You think it's hard for me to see you with your looking over? Leave you like I got you when I need to be up in your throat. I ain't the type to be all needy, I don't keep a rope. I know I hit you with that comeback to me, and you gon' run back to me, and he don't know that. He only know you choosy, he hate it, but he don't show that. So when he not there, you want me to be on that. And no, I don't care, my morals and my cojones. Get it on when we chillin'. I'm too busy here drilling. You tryna get in your feelings. Remind you I'm not your man. I'm just babysitting your panties. You say I'm acting a fool. I ain't tryna win me no Grammys. But mama's know what the business. She gotta go back when we finish. And homie know I'm just a witness. She throw it back when I'm up in this. I know you girl don't like it. Chosen on me, chosen on me. Ain't tryna keep you out of sight, but oh, you know me, I'm cruising low key. So we link on, you gon' be right back. Moving on me, moving on me. And we gon' kick it for the night back. Usually.
I can tell that you never met you, and since I never met you, I gotta get you. Only when the time's right, I'm patient like a sniper. These thirsty round racing like a viper. Poppy a tiger, a different kind of cat. Mommy see the stripes, then I'm in and out of that. While your man tryna hide you, knowing that you stand out. And for a dance, I don't even have my hand out. I just nod like a yes to a price tag. I'm no good for you, girl, cause you quite bad. And vice versa, this love, it might hurt you. Get your girl, my nigga, she might curve you. That's the pitch when you're looking for a hit. This a ransom, before you know it, I got you. Only difference, you'll get it back. Eyes low under my fitted cap, homie, I'm spitting facts. She like that.
I know you girl don't like it. Chosen on me, chosen on me.
He don't like that.
Ain't tryna keep you out of sight, but oh, you know me, I'm cruising low key.
She like that.
So when you gon' be right back. Moving on me, moving on me.
He don't like that.
And we gon' kick it for the night back. Usually. Chosen on me, chosen on me.
She like that.
Oh, you know me, I'm cruising low key.
He don't like that.
Oh,
STM, just call me iLLEST. Come on. STM, just call me iLLEST. Come on. Checks be him, that be the realest. Global flipping tracks, so you know I'm about to kill this. STM, just call me iLLEST. Come on. STM, just call me iLLEST. Come on. Checks be him, that be the realest. Global flipping tracks, so you know I'm about to kill this. About to start this show. Another day, another dollar. About to start this off. Know my name, iLLEST, realest. Call me Stephen Mahomes. Talking down, coming up. Should've left him alone. Now I'm here, get it right back. Back with a vengeance. Exclamation point. At the end of the sentence. Lick a sip. What I need in my life. Super triple sexy dime. What I need in my wife. I ain't talking Jennifer, more Sheena, of course. 5'10", make the stallion body double, of course. Baby girl. About to rock your world. Let me show you how I'm living now, top of the world. Let you hold 100,000, just to be speaking. Hey, Aston Martin, Bentley, Ferrari, they man ain't sorry. I'ma let you know something, I ain't playing at all. Long as them thighs down the ride, we can play in them all. Can't I give me what you got? Talking now, not later. iLLEST one, give it to you straight up with no chase. STM, just call me iLLEST. Come on. STM, just call me iLLEST. Come on. Checks be him, that be the realest. Global flipping tracks, so you know I'm about to kill this. STM, just call me iLLEST. Come on. STM, just call me iLLEST. Come on. Checks be him, that be the realest. Global flipping tracks, so you know I'm about to kill this. Line 2, what it do for real, the homie, what's happening? Get it poppin', never stoppin', steady grind, no fasting. Talking all love, plenty good grub. Talking feast for a king while getting foot rubs. Forever hustle Lord, best believe this kid. Dream big, screen shoot, best believe I did. Hey yo, speak it into existence, banking on the future, what I do. Sentence, time to get that pay, so I get that pay. When I get that pay, bet I live that day. How I live that day, bet I live this way. Aston Martin, Bentley, Ferrari, they mad ain't sorry. Magic kill, so chill, cars close, know the deal. $500,000 so ill, Tommy foot in the bill. Can't I give me what you got? Talking now, not later. iLLEST one, give it to you straight up with no chase. STM, just call me iLLEST. Come on. STM, just call me iLLEST. Come on. Checks be him, that be the realest. Global flipping tracks, so you know I'm about to kill this.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a hater, let him know. Wanna talk dumb shit, snatch that up by the throat.
See me, don't believe it, so see me, then believe the throne. Still you don't believe me, ain't no reason, that's for sure. Oh, you a hater, new. You just a hating new. Oh, you's a hater new. Plain Jane, simply put, choose a hater new. About to get it crunk, only say it once. Caught an elbow, guess you really should've listened, huh? Believe I'm coming hard, damage understandable. This way beyond too giving, damage is collateral. Used to whack shit, well that ain't this kid. Matter of fact, more inglorious bitches. He like Rob tight shit, killing them all. With a Louisville slugger, with your head is the ball. Yo, this game is for the iLLEST, the only realest can feel me. Hot as hot and he ain't high, come on nigga, like really? Rap game so lame, true is what I be saying. Not a hater, more the savior in this booth, I ain't playing. Come on.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a hater, let him know. Wanna talk dumb shit, snatch that up by the throat.
See me, don't believe it, so see me, then believe the throne. Still you don't believe me, ain't no reason, that's for sure. Oh, you a hater new. You just a hating new. Oh, you's a hater new. Plain Jane, simply put, choose a hater new.
Now y'all know I'm not a rapper, I'm DJ Hill.
Queen.
If you with it, then I'm with it, cool. Oh, you can get it, dude. Looking for the one that got the rod to clean the pool. How about I search you? You can search me. These ain't double A's, honey, these are double D's. Can you handle that? If not, back. Maybe need a Becky with a flat chest, flat ass. That ain't what this is, that ain't what I'm bringing. Got that poop, make a nigga wanna start swinging. To the fence, all dollars, no sense. If you hungry, watch me murk your face and leave no friends. Know what you thinking? Sorta edgy, getting money all green, sorta veggie. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a hater, let him know. Wanna talk dumb shit, snatch that up by the throat.
See me, don't believe it, so see me, then believe the throne. Still you don't believe me, ain't no reason, that's for sure. Oh, you a hater new. You just a hating new. Oh, you's a hater new.
Plain Jane, simply put, choose a hater.
I can pull with that AR from a distance, I feel like KD. Anytime I'm in the club, that Celtic right on side of me. I be with some niggas who was banging for they could drive a V. And I leave with respect, so mind your tone when you converse with me. 30 bands or better right there, get a verse with me. School of hard knocks, graduated Hood University. That mean I could put you on or I can get you more for free. Chop bag, flip it and stack it, stick to the script. Cause 40 bands in my city get you a break. I done seen some things up in these streets that'll make you wonder. Like a new close to his quota, get knocked on a humble. To a fiend, pulled to get diapers, he always copping bundles.
Love the style coming, heated like an oven. Long as that negative energy don't come close to touching. Me don't see it, therefore best believe don't need it. We not in the church, still feel as if I gotta preach it. Yeah. Let me say this right now, rappers got nothing for me, don't even come with their own sound. Even style at that, use a wannabe Jane. Nappy head, gold tee like you Kodak Black. This shit is laughable, severely capable. Island boys got you thinking rap, trash can full. Rap game so lame, truth is what I be saying. Not a hater, more the savior in this booth, I ain't playing, come on.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a hater, let them know. Wanna talk dumb shit, snatch that up by the throat.
See me, don't believe it, so see me, then believe the throne. Still you don't believe me, ain't no reason. That's the show. Oh, you a hater new. You just a hating new. Oh, you's a hater new. Plain Jane, simply put, choose a hater new.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. It is 1:05 p.m. We are officially done and wrapped. That is our show for today. Appreciate everybody for tapping in, man, especially all of the engagement on the live feed today, man. That was absolutely phenomenal. Be sure to catch us again this Monday coming up, all right? We'll be back in the studio then. All right, y'all have a wonderful, safe weekend out there, and we look forward to seeing you guys again real soon. Yeah, man, we'll be back. Brittani Kei had to get out of here early, boys. She had to dip. She had to take care of some business. I'm right behind her. So, again, this has been the Midday Live with your boy, JSapp MadStak and Brittani Kei. This is RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio where you can tune into the culture. Have a great weekend again, and we will see you on Monday. We out of here. iLLEST!